Hello, hello. Hello, I'm a bit late today, but... Well, I'm not late. Well, I'm late. No, I'm not late. Am I? Nah. It's okay, considering I should not be here. Hello, Army Strong 1020. Hello, hello. Welcome back. You want to see what we're doing in this crazy project? Yeah. Building a real engine, yeah. Good choice. It's a good engine, it's a very good engine. It's a very good engine. Documentation is a bit annoying at times, but overall, I'm just finishing the setup, then I will go live in a second. Just finishing here. Just finishing here. Pum 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 pum. Para pum. Okay. I did everything I should or not? Wait. What is the webcam? Uh-oh, I forgot. Forgot a webcam? Easy. Easy forgot. Uh-oh. It's not starting? Ah, it is. It's incredible how sometimes in computers you just have to restart and stuff works. Anyway, I think I'm ready. I hope there are no secret levels on screen, but hopefully not. Because I did a bit of movement of stuff on different screens, so we may have stuff that should not be supposed to be here, but it's fine. I have no secrets for you guys. I have no secrets. I have no secrets for you. Okay, I think I'm ready. Probably. Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. The game that was never finished. Well, which actually is not true because the game is released. You want to create a revolutionary war game. You know what? If I didn't have Plane Shift to do, what I would do, I would just join random project contributing stuff, right? But unfortunately, I have Plane Shift to do, which is kind of my life mission at this point. So, ooh, I remember this screenshot. Yep. This was one of the few, the first particle effect that I created when we were testing the new particles. Oh yes, you see, it was still Unreal Engine 4. We still had the old menu and such. Yep. I mean, I would join you in creating a revolutionary war game. I would join you, but I have this freaking life mission of complete this game, which will never be completed, by the way, so I will never join you. But maybe one day, I don't know, maybe one day. Maybe one day I will get tired of this. Maybe. Okay, so what are we doing tonight? The first thing, that is Friday, and usually I'm not here. And so this is already a kind of a celebration, right? So we should already celebrate. Yay! Then I think that I fixed pretty much all the bugs. I fixed pretty much all the bugs. They were server side and they were relatively doable, right? There are some that are super hard and like this male renamed cows items to morph that we cannot reproduce. We don't know exactly why it's happening. So considering we finished pretty much the fixing server side, we can break the compatibility of the client, right? So basically this means that the changes that I'm gonna do now will break the compatibility between the current version that we have released, right, and the server. So I will have to then re-release the client or release an update for the client, which is okay. I think we did enough fixes, and I'm happy about the fixes that we did. So the idea is to merge or to integrate into our main project the stuff that we did in the separate project for drawings, right? Now we have two different ways, right? One is vector sketches and the other one is upload pictures. And by the way, there is one point that is missing before integrate with plane shift, which is icon support, right? Icon selection. Because actually in the old days you could select an icon and you could put it in one of the sketches as an element, as a graphical element. And this I didn't do yet. So there is still a piece to do, but on the upload pictures, there are all these nice questions and all this stuff that we have to do. But I would say let's start with the first part, right? The vector sketches, because the upload pictures is slightly more complex. This one is basically done. So the integration should be doable, right? Doable. So we have a project that is called Drawing Splines. It's this project where we by the way, the license of JetBrain will expire in 5 days. So if they don't renew it, I will be in trouble. But I contacted them and they said that they are willing to renew the license for free because we are nice people. and so we will receive a new license for another year. Now in this project we have a few things to do, because I think that this was originally a plugin, right? Yes, it was. And I made it not a plugin, right? I made it not a plugin. No, it's still a plugin. It's still a plugin. But I don't think I want to have it as a plugin. Do we? I don't know. First of all, I don't even remember what is the name of the plugin. She's kind of an interesting. This one. Unreal Engine widget spline system main, right? No, I'm saying this because in this plugin there are two parts, right? So there is the editor system and the visualization system. And at the end, we don't really need the editor system, right? So I think all of this we can easily delete. And I think I'm gonna do it now, hoping that everything still works. And the second thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to make this just part of our code base. I don't think this should be, I mean, we can have a directory which is called widget spline system, right? And I think it makes sense, but having it as a plugin I think is annoying to manage, right? Unless we make it as a plugin of plane shift and not a plugin of we can, right? Yeah, we can, because actually we did it already with other plugins. Yeah, maybe we can do that then. So I don't have to change too much. Yeah, maybe yes. Let's do that. So we will keep it as a plugin, but it will be a plane shift plugin, not an engine plugin, right? It's not really a big difference, but I don't want to install a plugin on the engine. I just want my code base to be always working and consistent, you know, no matter what we do. Hello, Dotted Fish. Hey. JetBrains is the C++ thingy. Is this? Is there an about? Yeah, this thing. JetBrains Rider. The ID, yes. By the way, they ask me if I want to support, I mean, if I want to have a discount for my viewers, right? And obviously it is a way for them to sell, but it's fine. I mean, they are proposing a 25% discount to any one of my viewers, which I think is a good number because JetBrain is not very expensive actually. So it goes by year, and I think it starts at 150 per year and then it goes down to 90, right, after a few years. So and by the way, it's free for personal usage, right? But personal usage obviously does not allow you to release a game, right? So I think a 25% discount would be very nice to provide to you guys in case you want to buy it. I think it would be nice. So I think I will accept that as well. So I will do a bit of advertising for them, but it's okay. I mean, I think it's a great product. I think it works very well. I think compared to Visual Studio 2022, there is really no comparison in terms of speed and mainly the ease. I mean, how easy it is to move between methods, right, and to basically scan the code base. That's very easy. Okay, so what do? We move this into our code base, and then we do what? Because this piece, right? I will have to move sketch and sketch widget. I don't know if I need, so drawing spline is basically empty. Drawing game mode is basically empty. My game mode is empty. My player controller has stuff, but he has stuff for the other system, the drawing system, right? So I think that for the sketch, there is nothing in here, right? Yeah, there is nothing in here. So we can easily Basically, what I have to port are these four files. There is a component. No, the component is the transfer component, so we don't care about that. So I have to port this 4 plus the plugin, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Should be easy enough, actually. Should be easy enough. Should be easy enough. So we port these 4 files. Now, where do we put these 4 files? Do we want to put them in a subdirectory? I think that one thing that we didn't do too well in our existing project, mainly for the client side, are these directories, right? Like bulk objects. So bulk object is containing a million files, and it's not very easy to navigate. So I think one day we need to refactor it. But I already did some work, for example, when we created the dungeon functionality. I actually separated it. And what I'm thinking now is that if we create this drawing functionality, maybe we can also create a new directory, and I think would make sense, right? Instead of going, yeah. Okay, let's do that. So we go here under sources. We will create a new directory. We call it drawings. We will call it drawings. And inside drawings, for now, we will paste this only. And then we will copy the plugin that I have. Where the hell do I have it? Because I have to disable it somehow, right? In the main engine, otherwise it will just clash for names, I guess. So I will have to remove it and recompile the engine. Yeah, or disable it, one of the two, but I think it's better if we remove it completely, so we don't mess up, right, with the. So we go under engine plugins, right, and this, which by the way I also put under Subversion. Yeah, because I wanted to have it in Subversion. Okay, there's nothing else. So we have to keep the license because I think it is requested, right? Yeah, that's fine. It's a meat license, so we can reuse it. We can modify it as we want, so it's fine. We can. Is the README needed or no? No, the README is not needed. The README is not needed. So I need to get this source. I don't know about content really, but yeah, we can keep the content. Why not? I mean, it's very small stuff. Resources, there is actually an icon, but config, what is this config file? it's just a default Unreal Engine filter for plugins, so I think we can keep it, but and then binary is definitely not, right? Okay, so we do this, 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 and this. Okay, and we copy it under widget spline. I think we call it widget spline. I don't know, it's called widget spline system, but so this one we put it under plugins in our directory, right? And we call it widget spline system, okay? And we put all of this here. Now, I don't know if there is a requirement that this should be named exactly like whatever, but I think no. I think we are fine. Now, if I can, I don't know if I have to disable it, right? If I have to disable it from Subversion completely, sorry, from Unreal Engine, or because can I have a plugin with the same name that is disabled in the engine and actually enabled in a project? I don't know. I think that will confuse the hell out of Unreal. So I think I will just do this. I will just cut this and move it in a temporary place where which I don't even know which one it can be, but I will move it outside of I will move it outside, right? I will move it inside probably our Unreal Engine projects. I will move it here. I will move it here. And yeah, and then I'm trying to do things the right way, so this is why it's taking a bit of reasoning, but I'm just trying to do things clean, right? So I think what we want to do, we want to regenerate the project files for our Unreal Engine, so that it will exclude that plugin that now doesn't exist anymore. My skin, yes, you're right. Thank you, Hula. What is the difference between JetBrains and Visual Studio Code? Well, they are both doing the same thing, right? So they are both IDE that work also with Unreal Engine. The problem is that Unreal Engine is a very large code base, right? Very, very large. Also, if you include the plugins, is really thousands and thousands and thousands of files. And Visual Studio is really struggling to properly index such a large code base. And so, if you look at my videos when I was using Visual Studio, you can go back, I don't know, 1 year, 1 year and a half. Yeah, pretty much 1 year and a half, 1 year, more than 1 year, because it's expiring now, the license, so it's more than 1 year ago. You will see how slow it was to load a project, but not to load I mean to actually move and cross-reference methods while you are programming, right? Because the initial loading, also Rider is kind of slow, right? But then when you index everything, it's very, very fast, and it is what you need, right? The initial startup, you don't care. I mean, it can even take half an hour if you want, because you may just start it in the morning and then you never stop it, right? So, yeah. But, I mean, you can develop with Visual Studio, absolutely. I'm not saying that you cannot develop, right? You can. Just waiting that this thing is finishing loading. Okay. So now in theory under plugin we should not have this anymore. exactly. So now if we recompile, in theory nothing should happen because nothing should happen because it's already compiled, but it should at least exclude the additional plugin that we removed, right? So I don't know if it's gonna link something or let's see what it's doing. I hope Army Strong is still with us. I don't know, Army Strong, are you still with us or not? I think he is. I think it may be. Okay, so now we have recompiled Unreal Engine without that plugin, just for, you know, just to be sure that that is not. So now the only problem is the only problem is that plugin still enabled in my project, and will my project start without, right? Because that's, I mean, it was actually enabled. So if I go here and I look at my PS Unreal project, it is possible that there is a dependency. Let me search for a spline. Yeah, exactly. You see, there is this spline widget system enabled through. Then now it doesn't exist anymore, but it will exist in a second inside our project, right? So I think we can still keep it. So now we regenerate the project files. What I'm doing? What? Okay. I was right clicking, it was not showing the integrated menu, but then I clicked again and it did. Easy. Let's go, Dotted Fish. 1405. That's a bit risky though, because if you do it every day, but it seems that for now it kind of worked, no? You're above 6,000 now. 57 you did, so quite close, because you lose up to 50 and you win from 51 to 100. So 57 was kind of in a risky place. Okay, so now we just have to open our project and start to work on the stuff, which is this one. Yeah. Anyway, the gambling system is broken, right? Because the gambling system, I will tell you the trick, right? I mean, the mathematical trick. You want to know the mathematical trick, why it's broken? But it's broken in your favor. It's not broken against you, right? It's broken in your favor. Because the gambling randomize a number between, oh my god, why is it so small? Randomize a number, okay, because we are at 50%. Randomize a number between 1 and 100, right? Between 1 and 50 you lose, right? You lose. Between 51 and 100 you win, but with 99 and 100 you win multiplying by 2. So with this math you are gonna win in the long run, right? So in the long run I mean, if you do million bets, you will become a millionaire in theory, at least in theory, because this is unbalancing the result from a 50-50 to something way more in your favor, right? If it was without this, then it was perfect 50-50. But with this one, you are gonna win in the long run, in theory. I mean, statistically. Then I don't know if he's really gonna do it, but yeah. But still, people are going to zero and losing. So I think there is statistics are not always true, right? Depends. Why this thing is red, for example, and this thing is red? Because we just added it, or I have no idea. So if I recompile now, what happens? If I recompile now, it should recompile the plugin. Okay, I mean, this is normal because we didn't tell wait, we didn't tell this guy yeah, because this is now going into its own domain. Yeah, but usually that's how we do it, no? Don't we always have yeah, he has his own domain. Yeah, absolutely. And this one is defined where macro is predefined. Yeah, it's predefined where though? Where is predefined? It's not predefined anywhere. So why doesn't like this one then? Maybe he's complaining about sketch widget. No? He's complaining about drawing splines. He's complaining about drawing splines. I think it's because he's has been recompiled with the other plugin in the other directory, and so now it's messing up. I think it's messing up. I think it's expecting the sketch widget to be well, but the sketch widget is in PS Unreal. The sketch widget. Ah, yes. Because this one is actually in our project. Ah, yes. So it cannot be. So this one needs to be PS Unreal API, right? Because it's inside our project. I took the wrong. Yeah. So it's not a different. So all this must become PS Unreal API, right? Just see if there are others, but probably not. Yeah, this one, yeah. I think this will help. You have been to zero before, like from 20k? I don't know. Statistics works weird, you know? Statistics works very weird. So slate spline curve is inside our plugin now, right? So I think the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete what? It's complaining about it's complaining about this. It's complaining about this, but wait a second, because here we have a spline widget, which obviously is not in the right place, right? Because now we moved it in a random directory, right? Which for us, I mean, for this file is actually here, right? By the way, we should remove this copyright notice because this copyright notice is wrong. The whole package has been released under MIT, right? So I don't want to see, let me search this. I don't want to see any of this because this has been released under MIT. So all this stuff needs to go away. I will delete it all. Because the guy originally did these files probably for himself, right, with this copyright notice, but then released the package, the whole package under MIT, and they should not be here anymore, right? Should not be here anymore. I don't know. Can I do a mass substitute or not? Fuck. I want to do it manually. Okay, we can do it later. And in theory I can delete all of this. All of this is not really needed at this point. The widgets spline system editor. Should I do it immediately? Yeah, I think you should do it immediately so it's easier. Let me do that by... I will just delete this completely. Yeah, I will just delete this completely. Because we are not using the editor piece. I think we may create an editor in the future, but... In fact, I was once a rich man, but then I joined the stream, got addicted to gambling and lost all my money. Oh no. My wife, which was a Miss Universe, left me as well, and now I'm here watching a tiger. Oh my god. Because your gambling is free. Well, now you have infinite money here, you know, so basically you are in the same position as before. And you have me as your wife, you know, so it's fantastic. So it's absolutely fantastic. You have a tiger as a wife, so it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's a bit, I mean, sometimes maybe a bit aggressive, right? With a claws, but I would say it's not too bad. Ah, this is what he was missing. He knew it. do it, my boy. But anyway, being a rich man is annoying. You have a lot of people trying to get to you, steal your money. You get fake friends. You get, I mean, it's a mess. Being rich is a mess. I mean, it's better to be normal or be, well, be broken. No, be broken is also very bad. But being rich, you know, is a mess. You don't know which car you want to buy because you have too many options. Why still complaining about this, boys? I don't understand. Why? Why still complaining? Let me just reload everything because I think it's just that we are in that moment where we are moving files, right? Where we are moving plugins between engine, our project, another project, merging files where the editor is like, what is going on? Yeah, you see that now he's seeing it properly. He's like, what is going on? And he's getting a bit confused, but I think a nice on and off and on is okay. You know, guys, that I'm very close to finish Baldur's Gate 2. Very close, very, very close. I don't know if you played Baldur's Gate 2, but it's a very hard game. I mean, it's tough, it's tough, it's tough. Why is saying this without a real error? No! Should I clean intermediate and GG? Because these errors usually happen when... I don't understand why this thing is red, by the way. It's red because this doesn't exist anymore. For example. Just as an example. What? Spline widget. No, Spline widget was in the other system, no? Spline widget is here. Spline widget is inside widget spline system, which is this guy. Yep, exactly. Now components. Now bro, I think I need an intermediate cleanup because he's acting a bit weird. So he's saying that he cannot include this, right? But for example, when I'm including media assets, right? I don't think I am including, right, media asset.h. Let me see how I call it. Media asset.h. From probably I'm including media component. Then yeah, exactly. You see, I include it like this normally. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, something fucked up. Did we fuck up this because this is not working anymore? What happened? Okay. Intermediate cleanup, boys. I think that something bad happened. Let's clean intermediate, it's fine. We can clean it all, GG. It's okay, delete everything, don't care. Oh my god, 25 gigabytes? Why do we have 25 gigabytes in here? Oh wow, 25 gigabytes. Holy moly. Okay, fine. 25,000 files? Holy shit. Our project is a monster. Monster project. Alright, let's try again. I mean, we didn't do anything crazy. We added four files in one plugin, right? So it's not that we did anything super crazy. But yeah, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. Let me just wait, it is loading up everything. And now it's loading everything clean, right? Maybe we get the same error, but at least I'm sure there is not something happening in the intermediate directory. When you're having trouble, deleting intermediate is a good idea. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Doody 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 doody. Oops. Wait a second. Wait a second. It's saying exactly the same thing. What the fuck? What the hell, boys? Why this thing is not correct? Wait a second, I have something. There's something stupid going on. There is something stupid going on. Give me a second, guys. I will be back. 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. I'm back. It's giving the same. It's giving exactly the same errors, boys. It's giving the same errors. That's kind of amazing. This is kind of amazing. So it doesn't recognize spline widget. Actually, it doesn't recognize shit. It doesn't recognize anything. So it's complaining about this guy. Do you think we need a comma here? I don't think so. Exactly, no. So this should be okay. So why is complaining so much? I mean, why is it so annoying? What I'm doing wrong? What I'm doing wrong? You see that this module is basically not getting anything Unreal. So like if this thing is not even... What the fuck? What do you mean it cannot get core minimal? Uh-oh, okay. Also the old sources now are broken. Okay, so we broke the build, right? Because there is no other possibility. Okay, let me see. I think we broke the build. So because when we added this widget spline system, I think we broke it. But in reality, this should be the way it is. Let me see this PS Unreal build. Because it's so broken that it means that there is something massive broken, right? It's not just that it's something small broken. So it's like, let me see what we added here. But the only difference should be that plugin, right? Exactly. It is the only difference. Okay, let me go back to that for a second. Let me recompile like this. So that we temporarily remove the plugin, okay? But if we temporarily remove the plugin, could not find definition for widget spline system editor. Because this guy still has the old... Okay, now we understand it a bit better. Spline system build. Did it still referencing the editor somehow? Ah, this is why. Ah, this is why. Okay. Yeah, it must have been something like this, because otherwise it couldn't give, you know, such a big error that like everything is fucked. Must be something like that. Let's see. So now we can put back, I think, the spline widget system. Yeah, exactly. Spline widget editor panel. Drawing widget. This edit panel, I think, is not really needed at this point. Hopefully. But even this widget, I think I'm not using. This was just an example, so we can probably delete also this file. Yeah, I think I added few things. Like I added my drawing widget, I added my spline widget. These ones in theory are not really needed. In theory. Widget spline. Why is he complaining so much? A second. Okay, I think it did it. You might need to regenerate the project files. Bro, I regenerated the project files 1 million times. 1 million times! Because it was in plugins? Bah. I don't know, things are weird. Things are very weird. By the way, how are you guys today? Okay, so now it's slightly better. Now it's slightly better. FS late spline curves. FS late spline curves is here, bro. Why you don't like it? Why you don't like it, huh? Missing type specifier. Cannot open include file. Ah, there is still a... Okay, there was still a missing... Wait, there was still a missing editor thingy. Okay, now I think we are in the proper setup. Where we can add widget spline system, right? Okay, now I think we are in the proper setup. Yeah, there were still a few old editor includes here and there. It doesn't like slate spline curves. I don't know why sometimes it does this. I don't know. I mean, it should be fairly easy, right? But it's not. Should be easy, but it's not. Because Unreal Engine is generating those... Bro, I still didn't delete this, by the way. Is replacing only... because probably it's replacing only in one file. It's not replacing in all files. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. Unreal Engine is creating these .gen files, right? And this one, like drawing widget generated. And in this generated files is putting... basically all the methods and classes definitions, and so if this gets misaligned, is like confusing himself a lot, right? Now I'm trying to understand. You see that this part is all red? I mean, it's red, why? Because it cannot load it? Because it's not loaded, or what? I don't understand why this part is all red. What does red means? Probably means that it's not in subversion. That's very possible, because I did not add it to subversion. Bro, what's the matter? Can you understand this error, guys? Can you help me? So it's saying missing type specifier, right? So like if this f slate spline curves as a struct, it cannot declare it for whatever reason, right? And then it's giving an error in generated body, right? Then it's still proceeding in the compilation, but obviously that will not work, right? And in the gen files is complaining that there is no... Okay, intermediate one more time. Intermediate one more time. I think there is nothing wrong in the code. I mean, up to 10 minutes ago there was, right? Because there were additional includes, they were referring to a module that was not anymore part of the plugin, and that's fine. I mean, that was actually correct. But Um, can we just reopen? Bam, bam. Bam, bam. So I was saying I nearly finished Baldur's Gate 2. I think it's a very tough game. It's not easy, but I think it's fun. I liked it. I mean, sometimes it's a bit frustrating because you cannot really proceed and the fights are too hard, but there are ways around it, like going really turn-based and I will play Baldur's Gate 3 as soon as I finish the 2. 20 years later. Well, actually 25. Okay, can we do it, bro? Can we do it now? I mean, if now it works... No, it doesn't. Okay, so it still has the same problem, even with a clean... and now it's clean, right? Let me just see if there is still an editor thingy, right? Editor meaning... no, not this. Editor meaning... well, there is this one, but this one is commented out, right? So... no, there is nothing else. Okay, there's nothing else. So now I really don't understand why it's complaining. So it's basically saying that this, unless this one is widget spline system API, where do we define the name? Should this be identical to the name of the plugin or what? And by the way, I can remove it. This is actually inside a plugin, right? So it's in the right place. Help me. So widget spline system, right? Name widget spline system. So that is defined in the... Now installed false. I don't know what that means really. Let me see if I have the same in the other plugin. Well, actually in the other plugin we have installed true. Interesting. Should I just put it through and see what happens? Can contain content. Is beta version, is experimental version. I think the rest is pretty much the same. There is this platform allow, but we never had it here, so I turned install true, but I don't think that is gonna do anything. No, it's not doing anything. Fuck. Why is complaining, bro? Universal Chat Pro. For example, here I'm trying to compare with the other plugin, right, and understand if the log category. I think I'm gonna remove all that. I think I'm gonna remove all that definition because it's making me mad. I think I'm gonna remove this and GG. The widget, whatever. I'm gonna remove that. In theory, it should be possible, right? Because every plugin can have its own namespace, let's call it, right? But it seems that it's not like that. For whatever reason, it doesn't like that. There is for sure there is a reason. It's just that I don't know. I don't know what is the reason. Now I removed it from everywhere and it's still complaining. He's still complaining, saying that let me try to add core minimal. Let me try to add core minimal here. I mean, it's strange, but because I didn't have it in the other project, right? But it's like if you cannot compile this, right? Which is a simple blueprint struct declaration. It's saying static struct is not a member of F-slate spline curves. But I think it is just I think it is just a resulting error derived from this one. Let me try to search it and see if someone gives me an idea, because at this point I am a bit out of ideas actually. Missing type specifier. This turned out to be a problem caused by Unreal not including the generated file while creating the class. I added it manually and it works fine. Didn't include the generated file here, but we didn't have it. We didn't have that. I mean, I can add it, but we didn't have it in the other project, right? We didn't have this in the other project, so it's kind of weird. Now it works. Well, it doesn't fully, but it kind of works. I mean, at least it went further, for sure. Spline widget, get private static class. Use spline widget. Okay. Should I remove core minimal? I think if I remove core minimal, it's not going to... Or maybe it is? No, it's not. Resolved private class. use spline widget. But now we have the generated. The generated removed all the other errors, which is interesting. But still. Deleting the intermediate folder, regenerating project files, and compiling. No, we did it again. We did it. We cannot do it again. We did it already 20 times. The class in question needs to be exported via the module API macro. Hey bro, the module API macro, we had it, but then someone said that it was not good, and so we removed it. I can put it back, but now that we have the generated thingy, but this is getting a bit confusing, right? So what was it? Was spline widget API? Well, we saved it, so we can... I don't know why this has to be so painful, by the way. But it's fine. I mean, I'm not complaining. Yeah, it was this, right? It was widget spline. I think we need to learn more about this because I'm not completely... I don't understand fully when you need this and when you don't need this, right? So what is exactly this, right? Can we learn about it a second so that we understand it for the next time? Module API. Module API. Can we learn about this? Because I don't understand what is it. Benefits of using modules. Organizing your project with modules provide the following benefit. Module enforce good code separation. When I compare, okay. Modules are linked together in dependency. You can control a specific module. Okay. In summary, okay. Setting up a module. Okay, you create a module with build CS, right? We create a blah 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 module CPP. Okay, and this is what I don't fully understand. Wait a second. Do we have a module? We don't have a module, right? We don't have a module here. We don't. So this is not a module. No, it's not this. Also because it's not using... okay, implement mod... No, it's not this. No, it's not this. It's not this. It's not this. Ah, Jesus, this answer is too old, and so it doesn't work. Ucore Object API. What does Ucore Object API? GG. Jesus, why so hard? They are used by the Unreal build tool for cross-module class lookup. The API macro are used to expose classes and functions to other module. The easiest way for you to think about the specifier is that they used to tag function, classes or public module DLL files. Making function is okay. So it's a way to export, but yeah, but the name should be what, right? So and also which classes, because if I'm saying that my spline widget, because my spline widget actually is inside. Yes, it's inside the module, it's inside the plugin. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we say that if we want to expose this thing to the outside, we need the name of the plugin underscore API, right? It's kind of a naming convention, right? But what do we want to export? Do we want to export only this one, or do we want to export more classes, right? It's just a widget, or we need to export like the spline curves, right? Because actually I think all of them add that thing. Okay, now it compiled. So it seems that if you don't manually add the generated yourself, so this was missing and this was needed. Now it compiled. Okay, I think we did it, boys. Oh my god. After more than 20 years of programming, you finally found a good way to do it? Maybe. But you know, your years of programming doesn't really count because things are changing constantly. So all the stuff that you know is getting challenged every second, right? So it's not that you know something and then, so what do you need to have? You need to have the, you know, enough experience to understand the new problems, because those are the ones that are tough, right? The new problems, and you need to, yeah, have enough past experience to actually be able to tackle a new problem with an old approach, or with the sum of all your old approaches. Okay, so this thing is now in, and I think it's right only because it's not in Subversion, right? But I'm thinking the window that we want to use is actually our sketch widget, because the sketch widget is the container for our thingy. Now here we were loading from file, right? And obviously we cannot load from file. So we will have to load from, so I think we need a function that is actually calling this sketch widget and is passing in the string, which is the XML string for, right? So I don't think it should be in the construct, unless no, I don't think it should be in, well, I don't know. I think probably we have to take all of this and move it to a separate function. I don't know if the construct, I mean, for sure the construct happens after the initialize, right? But the initial, but there is something that maybe we can try in our sample project, because trying it in plane shift will be too hard, right? Will really be too hard. So the question is, if I reopen for a second my drawing splines, right? And I say that because at the moment we are building this completely statically, right? We are building this completely statically, and it's not the way we want to use it in our project. In our project, this thing needs to be called after the construct, but I don't know if this is. But I think it will, yes, I think it will work. So I will move everything out. I will move all of this out of native construct, and I will create a new function that will be called like load sketch, right? And load sketch will be taking an f string, which is the XML string, pretty much, right? And yeah. Yeah. Wow, gambling again the same value works. 87 this time. 87 is very safe. 87, kind of easy. I mean, not really risky, right? $87, good one. On the high end, right? Huh? Ah, fuck, because now I removed the plugin from the engine. No! Yeah, now I removed the plugin from the engine. No, so this example doesn't work anymore. No! Okay. Okay, we will do it in our project, and let's see if it works. Super annoying. Yeah, because we removed it. I mean, I should probably have removed it after but anyway, fine. Okay, anyway, let's assume that we will call, it will construct, and then we will call this function, which is called load sketch, right? It is public, so we can call it anytime, and we will do it after we construct a widget, right? And I assume that this should work. Now the question is, how do we trigger this, right? Because how do we trigger this? we trigger it by creating a new U widget, right, in our project. So we have to go to our project, create a new U sketch, sketch widget, and or a subclass of it. I don't remember if sketch widget was a primitive. What was it? Was a U user widget, right? Yeah. So we can put it inside a window. And this is what we're gonna do. Hello, Shadow. Happy weekend. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Today is a special day because it's Friday. Usually I'm not streaming on Friday, but I had the chance today, and so yeah, we're doing like an extra stream. The project is going good. I think it's still very challenging, you know, thinking to the overall scope of a project like this. But yeah, we're making progress. One piece at a time, we're making progress. It's not easy because the scope is huge, but yeah, it is working. It's released. I mean, you can play it. We released new stuff, and we released the fishing mini game. We released quite some stuff. Is that the people like it, so it's nice. Okay, so I think we are going to create our new win sketch, right? First mistake. Should not be derived. Well, should it be derived from? Yeah, maybe yes. Yeah. I think it's fine. Now we have two possibilities, right? We have the vector sketch, and we have the drawing, the loaded drawing. Do we want the same window to manage both systems or not? Do we want the same window to manage these two systems, or do we want to have two different windows? I think it should be two separate windows. I think it would be a bit easier because yeah, I think it would be easier. Yeah, let's do a sketch vector, and then we will have or we can do sketch and drawing, but let's do sketch vector and then sketch, right? Sketch vector is basically the old system. Yep. So here I have my spline widget. There it is. Now, is this going to be a managed window or not? But at the moment I don't care. Let's say that at the moment it's not managed, but we will make it managed for sure, right? So this will become a full managed window by our windowing system, so you could move it around and do all of that, right? But at the moment I think we don't care. At the moment the only thing that we care is that we display the window and we load the sketch, right? And we see if it works with the non-native construct, that thingy. So we need something that I think we have already, by the way. Which is yeah, creative sketch, right? So all of these exist already. So a creative sketch is already managed by our game, but the point is The point is, can this already send the sketch? There it is. There it is. PS sketch message. PS sketch message. Okay, so this is the old code, right? Where we have update sketch. We have update sketch. It is only update sketch, or it is also... I think update sketch may be enough. Yeah, no, but this one is the one that saves the sketch, right? That is the one that is saving the sketch. Update sketch is saving the sketch, and this is not what we need at the moment. This is the code, because you see that this is the server manager receiving a sketch from a client, and is, you know, creating a new PS item. Well, no, it's getting the actual PS item, and then it's generating the content, including the name, the creator, and then he's setting the sketch equal to this, right? So this method actually is, unfortunately there is no documentation, but this one is basically receives a sketch modified by the client and saves it to the database. This is basically what it's doing, right? Because this is actually, is it also saving to DB or just memory? Item set sketch, item set sketch, set creation. Yeah, it's saving it as well. So yeah, it is saving to database. Yes, it is. It is. But we don't have the view, right? The visualization. I'm missing the visualization at the moment. Where is that? It must be here somewhere. There is this set sketch, but set sketch seems not to be called. There is a get sketch. Returns the creative content of sketches. Yeah, actually should be this get sketch. Yeah. Should be. This get sketch is never used. Seems to be strange. There it is. Send sketch definition. Okay. Okay. Yeah, is here. Is here. Is this one. View item. Yeah, is here. Okay. Yeah, so it's already supported. It's already supported. It's already supported. So this is sends a sketch to the client, right? Sends musical sheet to the client. Sends a book text to the client. Okay. So send sketch definition. What is doing exactly? Get player sketch limit evaluate, icon score, blah blah blah, primary count, get round value, build a limit string, limits, writable, Ouch. Okay, fine. Instead, we don't need it now. Ah, here it is. Okay, so this is the yeah, this is the message that we are sending, that we are saying that it is not supported yet, but I think that now we can add it and actually support it, right? I don't want to use the sketch message because actually the only thing that we need is well, apart from get sketch, this XML is what? This XML is the definition. So it's basically the limits. Sketch, read only, name and background. I mean, we can create a small structure, I guess. We can create a small structure. Now, this will go client. Yeah, let's create a small structure. Maybe it's the easiest. If we go under net, we get messages, and we create a sketch message like this. Why not? Why not, my friends? Yeah, we need 1,000,000 properties. Well, no, not 1,000,000, but oh my god, it is too much. No, not that many. Not that many. Okay, this is slightly more reasonable. Okay, so we need to create a new structure exposed to blueprints that we will call FPS sketch. Okay, and maybe we will expand it later on with the drawing as well, right? So what this needs, I mean, it doesn't need the client, it doesn't need the UID, it doesn't need the 0. But definitely needs this XML, which is basically the XML definition, right? Which we don't need here because it's not, because it's just a string. So let's call it, this is just an F string, right? So we have this XML, which is basically representing the sketch based definitions like the limits, right? Then we have this get sketch, which is actually the content in vector format, right? And this will be our I will call it like content. Then there is this read only or not read only, right? This we are not gonna use, I think, never again, right? Because we are not. I don't think I'm gonna edit, but maybe, I don't know. Is the sketch read only? So at the moment we're going to ignore that, but I want to put it in. So there is the sketch name, right? So that will just be called name, I guess. And at the moment the only thing that we need to initialize is this. And then we need the creative background image. I don't know what this is, but I mean, I know what it is. Is the background, like if it's a paper, parchment, you know? Because the sketch is actually only vector lines. So we can call it background image. Easy. Then we don't need this, and I think this is all we need, right? So this will be our new sketch message. And yeah, we need I think we need a way to create it. So we will obviously didn't get the proper one. Yeah, I'm a bit lazy when I do this, I know. And the background image, right? No, none of them is the right format, but I will fix it. So there is an f string. There is an f string. There is a boolean. There is an f string. There is an f string, right? And basically we need this. Okay, so we have the new FPS sketch struct that we can use when generating the sketch. So if we go back here, right? If we go back here, I think we can create a new FPS sketch, right? Which is like I don't know, my sketch. And this one will be generated with this XML. The content will be get sketch, which hopefully still works, right? Hopefully, and is hopefully returning an f string. Yeah. We will have this read only. Here it was doing the opposite. It was doing not read only. I don't know why. And then we have get name and get image background. So I think that this function can still be, these are probably still functional, right? But now we need similarly to when we send the books, now we need something to send the sketch, right? So something similar to this, but with this, right? So we need a receive sketch. I assume that here we don't have sketch in any possible form. Yeah, exactly. We should have books. Maybe we can put it together with books. Inventory and exchange. Okay, let's put it here for now. That's fine. We can maybe create a new section and call it creative, right? Something like that. Which is basically books. At the moment, it's books and sketches, right? So we wanna receive, not a request, right? We wanna receive, and this will be receive sketch content or something like that, or receive sketch. I think it's just receive sketch because it's not only the content, it's also the definition, right? And here we only need a sketch, right? We only need that. We don't need anything else. Do we need the actor? No, because there is already. Okay. Okay, so basically we'll do this, right? We'll do this and receive sketch, my sketch, right? And I think we can remove this phrase for now, hopefully. And yeah. Okay, so now we can recompile this. And then on the client side, we will receive the sketch definition. Which, by the way, is still bound to the message size, right? So the 64, whatever, 64K. While it's compiling, in theory, I should finish this. I didn't go much forward with this. I'm still here, boys. I'm still here. I'm still here, so there should be what? There should be this. And then we go left. And then we go... I don't know if I want to do this block, because this block in theory we have it already. Is basically this guy. Should I just copy it over? Well, it's not exactly the same though. No, it is exactly the same. Okay, so maybe what I can do this. Okay, finish compiling, by the way. It finished compiling. Yeah, so maybe what we can do this. Why is not keeping the vector? I don't know. And this. Okay, wait. Let me launch the editor meanwhile. And this. Oh, he's never doing it right. Huh? He's never keeping the vector handle. I have to change it all the time. Okay, so at least we have this long thingy. And then this piece we can copy it from here because we have it already. So I can just duplicate this one, I guess. And move it here. And rotate it. Well. Why is it rotating so stupidly? Global. Can we do median point? No. But yeah, pretty well. It's not really identical though. It's not really identical. No, it's not. It's not because here is actually separate. So it's a bit different, huh? It is kind of different. Well, it's easy to fix because we just move these things, right? And we fix it. It looks like it's different sides. Yeah, it's all a bit different here. I don't know if I need this upper part. Well, yeah, in theory I need it, yes. They should all be vector, by the way. Should all be vector. Okay, let me save it. We made one more step. We only need to do this, and then the right side we copy from the left. So and then it will be done in theory. Okay, let's see. So now we have our player controller, right? We go in player controller, and we go in player controller. Here. I have tested 3 or 4 AI for making a 3D image with this pic, but without good results. That's okay, I can do it manually. I mean, I think AI is good, but for creation, right? So if you want the AI to create something, I think it's pretty good. But if you want the AI to modify something that already exists, I think it's not very good. I think it's really not very good, right? Unfortunately. So yeah. Okay, so let me see where we receive audio, music, crafting, compendium, fishing, mail. There should be one for no. There should be one for books. There should be one for books. Yes. Where is that? This is under crafting. Okay. No, crafting book on. No, wait. This is not the book I was thinking to, huh? This is the other book. There is the book. Yeah, exactly. This one is under... it's just in the main one? No. It's a bit annoying. Can we create a new? Yeah, let's create a new, because otherwise we continue to pollute. So let's create a creative, right, which includes books. Creative books and sketches, okay? Creative books and sketches. So if we can move this, would be nice. And obviously here we are breaking the client compatibility. Oh fuck. When he's doing this, it's so annoying. Yeah, you cannot do that. You cannot copy. You cannot copy one that is calling the other, right? So you need to... There is something that they should improve, by the way. So if this is calling this, you need to copy this first. And then you have a chance that that actually works. Maybe, because now I think he converted this into something that doesn't exist. So, but anyway, we'll see. Uh-oh. I cannot control X anymore. What the fuck? You're serious? I cannot control X this. Why? What happened? Bro, I cannot. Okay, now we did it. I don't know. He had a moment of confusion. He had a moment where he said, "What the fuck?" Okay, and hopefully this is this, right? I really hope that it's not confusing itself, and this is this, right? Really hope. Well, I can double click and see if it goes there. Yeah, it goes there. Okay, so this should be okay. So we move this stuff under creative, which is nice. So we have one for books, and now we want our receive sketch, right? We have our receive sketch. By the way, receive sketch is this structure is fully blueprint manageable, right? So what we will do, I would say that at the moment we do it very brutal. So we just create a new, and then we will refine it, okay? But now just to see something on screen, we will create a new event. We will call it receive sketch on client as usual, right? So we use this notation pretty much all the time. And this one is replicated on client and reliable. And this one will have a new input, which is my my sketch, and it will be PS sketch. Yup. And this one will just call receive sketch on client, right? So what we're doing here, we're just moving from server to client. Sketch to view. So this is the server sending us a sketch to view, right? And now, I mean, here we can do it very brutal. Let's do it brutal. Okay, so we will create a new widget, right? Obviously, we will not do it this way in the future, but it's fine. We will create a new widget of class sketch. No, actually, win sketch widget. Oh, I could create even sketch widget directly. Interesting. And then in our sketch widget, we will have something like setup, right? Like we do all the time. So we add a new event and we call it setup sketch. And setup sketch will have as an input my sketch structure, right? So it is a PS sketch. Okay. Okay, so basically here we move from server side to client side and then to the UI client side, right? Which is this. Then we will have to add it, to add it to the viewport. And at the moment it will be in a stupid position, so it will be in the top left, right? So it will be in a kind of a stupid position, but it's fine. We will manage the window later on, so we will not do the create sketch. We will just add it to our window manager. Right, boys? So in setup sketch, right, and it is where is a bit tricky, because in setup sketch, in theory, we want to be able to call this function that I did not expose to blueprints, while I should, right? So this should be exposed to blueprints in the same way we have, I don't know, we can copy from whatever, I can just type it. I mean, it's just is a blueprint callable function, but just to be sure that I don't, because there are some blueprint callable, right? Yeah, you need the category, and do you also need the no, I think you just need the category, you don't need anything else. Yeah, it's fine, just like this. I think just like this is okay. This will be PS what? I don't want to create another category. Do we have an existing category? We have already a million of those. We already have a million of those. Let me see what we use PS items. Okay, let's use PS items. It's a bit strange that he's saying that this one is not used. Request book write is not used. Is the one that we moved? Yeah, it's the one that we moved, so probably didn't compile it yet. This one should become used now, but okay. So we need to expose that. So I have to recompile, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my friends, I need to recompile. Unfortunately, I need to recompile. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I need to recompile. Trying to do something weird, but I don't know if I can. It's kind of doing it. Okay. Did you recompile? It recompiled. Okay, nice. way for this. Need to find a better way. It's already midnight. Oh my god. We didn't do much today. Well, today, in these 2 hours, whatever. We didn't do much. We spent a bit of time on that plugin thingy. Anyway. We are progressing. I'm not saying we are making progress. Maybe not super fast, but okay, so yep. So what we want to do, we want to be able to call that function right now. That function is actually inside my sketch widget, right? So in theory it should be accessible here directly, no? That is a bit weird. Yes, because I have to take this. There is my spline widget thingy, which is inside my user widget, right? So I don't know why spline widget 112, there is only one. But yeah, inside of this I should be able to call this. It's not public. Fuck, it's private. It's private, boys. It is private. Okay, well, if it's private, there's nothing we can do. We have to recompile and make it public. Even if it's inside the same class, right? But I think probably, even if it's inside the same class, I think that probably it's not doing it. It's not doing it. But usually today you do nothing for the game. Yeah, correct. So it's all bonus. Today is all bonus. You are right, Hula. That's the right way of thinking it. It's only plus. Plus, 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 plus. You know what? You know, I tell you something important, okay? So yesterday, a former developer, a former honorable developer, actually asked me to, I mean, how to recompile, right? How to recompile plane shift and everything, and how to get up to speed with the development. And maybe he will do something. Maybe he will do something. So I sent him the information to get Unreal Engine, to compile Unreal Engine, and he did it, which is already a very good progress. And then I also sent him the information to compile PlaneShift, to install the database, and to connect, and he's working on that. So if he managed to have, you know, the game fully installed and all the sources, everything, maybe he will contribute, right? Maybe I will not be alone anymore. Why I don't see Lord Sketch, boys? Spline widget is a spline widget object reference. Spline widget. is a spline widget object reference. Okay. And a spline widget object reference is a spline widget object reference spline widget. No. Yeah. Okay, so the spline widget is one line. The spline widget is one line. But we don't need the spline widget. We need the sketch widget. We need the sketch widget. Exactly. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So now this sketch, yeah. This sketch widget. So this spline widget doesn't exist anymore. This sketch widget is a collection of lines, right? And here we have our load sketch. Okay, fantastic. Now, at the moment, we don't care about anything else. We care only about the content. Okay. We care only about the content. And I think just to be sure, you know, that we are not doing anything stupid, let's print it out as well, so we will see the string on the client, right? And then we load the sketch, and then we visualize the sketch. Okay, so that I think, yeah, that I think is good. So in theory, we should see something, right? Because this is going to load the sketch, and load the sketch is reading at the moment this file. Now, I don't know if this file is still valid, because I think I have deleted it. I've done stuff, but sketch. There is a sketch example. Sketch. Well, there is something for sure here. Yeah? There is something, okay. I don't know what is it, but there is something, right? The Iron Temple. It's probably a map of some kind. It's probably a map of some kind. I think it's fine. So, now, I mean, the background will be all black. So maybe we should put a background. I think we need a canvas. I think we need a canvas, boys. We temporarily need a canvas. I don't think that the picture will be as big as this, right? I don't think so. I think the sketch would be like this, but I think we need a background image. Otherwise, we will see nothing, right? We will see absolutely nothing. So we need an image that is as big as the sketch, and the image needs to have like the parchment thingy. I don't know. Fantastic. For now it's okay, then we will make it better, okay? But we just need to see something. Now the image should be at the back of the sketch, otherwise the sketch will not be visible, right? And this will be like background image. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I need a real sketch in the database, right? If I don't have a real sketch in the database, it will not do anything. So I need a real sketch in the database. Do we have it? I don't know. Do we have a real sketch in the database? I would use the dummy database so that we are sure that. So if I go under item stats, yeah, and I search where creative definition equals to, I don't know why it does that. Creative definition equals to sketch. Exactly. Like a treasure map, right? Whatever it is. So I will spawn this in my inventory and then we will try to open it, right? With the only note that at the moment we are actually showing something else, but it's fine. We will get to read the proper database entry soon. I think I figured out the most glaring issue in the planeship movement for me is the right click breaking character steering rotation. The right click breaking character steering rotation. What? What do you mean? So you right click and what happens? Did you try to press the middle mouse button and see what happens? Surprise, surprise. At least, well, I don't know in the last release. Okay, so we spawn a treasure map. I don't know what happened. So we do item treasure map. Okay, and now we open it. Nothing worked. Fuck. Okay, it didn't work. PT. Okay, let's see if we got the the XML. Yeah, we got the XML. We got the wrong XML though. Wait a second. Pages. No XML root in Sketch XML. No XML root in Sketch XML. Why we got this one and not the other one? That's a bit weird, huh? We received the wrong. What? I think we called load sketch because you see here we are printing it, right? So this means that this worked, but I don't understand why we got the wrong. Wait, receive sketch, no? Because receive sketch is sending the. Yeah, but okay, well. No, okay, we are sending the proper. We are actually sending the proper sketch, right? We are sending the proper sketch, but then the load sketch is ignoring that, right? It's not really using this XML string, right? is just loading from file. So this XML string is completely ignored. Is that correct or no? I think it is. So in reality, it goes here, it loads from file, but why gave that error then? Why said no XML root in sketch XML? Why said that? Who said that? Parse sketch. No XML root in sketch XML. So it's wrongly formatted here. Is wrongly formatted. Because we were getting only what? Content? This is a multi-page. I don't remember what we were getting here. Okay, let's redo it with a sketch. Wait, with the wait. We are just passing in the wrong content at the moment. Okay. Okay, let's try with this one. This one was a full example. Was a complex example. Let's just substitute this. Okay. Content pages. Yeah, but it's pretty much the same. I don't know why it's saying in the other one it said that it cannot find the XML root, right? But in theory, it did something. It did something, but it didn't do it properly. What the fuck? It did it exactly like it was the first time, right? You remember that we had something like this? We had something like this. But it's also without colors. How can it be without colors? That's a bit strange. At least he loaded it, right? He loaded it. But he loaded it all wrong. Sorry, where were we setting the colors, right? We were setting the colors. Color and opacity. Now we need to understand why our system is not working. Why our system is not working while it was working in the example, right? I mean, I have the widget reflector that can help me a bit, because the widget reflector is I mean, is able to read right, is able to read, and we can see what is going on. But you see that, yeah, we have all our splines. We have all our text blocks, right? The only thing I don't understand is if these are actually canvas lots or not, right? Because we are using canvas as canvas lot. Unfortunately, I cannot move this window. But you see that all the text is in the same place. Like if the actual canvas did not. How big is the canvas? Wait a second. The canvas is. The canvas is the wall window. Yeah, many of these splines are out of the. Not selecting the splines really. I mean, it's a bit strange that we create. I mean, this window is inside the overlay. Let me think a second, because it is layer manager, canvas box overlay, constraint canvas, game viewport. But no, I think that is just the standard stuff, right? This is the standard Unreal stuff. Then we have our background image. Then we have our widget object. Ah, wait a second. I remember that we had a problem. Wait. I remember we had a problem if the widget was all to the left, right? Yeah, I remember that. So for whatever reason, if the widget was at the border of the window, some of the lines were going outside. I don't know exactly why, but it was happening, right? So I had to move it. Yeah, that I remember. I remember that. That I said, I don't know why, but this is just the way it is. Okay, let me try again, 1 second. Because we had that already. We had exactly, I remember exactly that mess, right? And it was generated because some of the coordinates were outside of the window. But the text is very strange. The text is not, it's not in the right position. And also the colors, right? The colors are wrong. I mean, it's all black, while in theory... No, it's the same. There's a bit of a surprise because I was thinking that it was the left corner, but it seems it's not. Because at the moment my window is larger than this, right? My window is, yeah. My window. My image is that, okay. But my you see, my canvas is basically the wall window. So it's not at the border on the left. It's not. But it seems that the pivot, so like the center, is not correct. The center is not correct. And many of these guys are not correct. Well, basically all of them. It was the sides of the... Was it the sides of the canvas? I don't remember if he was doing a reasoning. Maybe... I don't remember if he was doing a reasoning on the canvas panel, right? The sides of the canvas. The problem is that if I have to run the executable again, okay. If I have to run the other project again, I have to re-add the plugin. But I think I need to do it. Because here the canvas is the wall screen, right? While in the other project it was not the wall screen. So I'm trying to remember, was it? I mean, I can see it. I can just go back and look at my own video, right? If we go back and we look at our own video, drawings, sketches, loading all sketches, right? I think it's this one. And just to see what was the structure. Oh, it's very good. Oh. Ah, I cannot see it because there is my face on top of it. No! I cannot see it, boys. My face is on it. It's here on the left, but we cannot see it. No! Yeah. So, unfortunately... But anyway, I will figure it out. Ah, wait. Wait, it is visible. So we have the user widget spline, we have a canvas panel, and then we have the spline widget, right? Yeah, which is basically the same that we have at the moment. Because in my project... Well, actually I have the sketch widget, yeah, but the sketch widget... Sorry, why I have the spline widget here? No, the spline widget is not correct, huh? Maybe here I was doing some test, I don't know what I was doing. I was testing probably the single line, yeah. Yeah. Was nearly there, boys, nearly there. Spline text. Let me see what I did. Canvas panel spline. Yeah, here I was just creating the thing, but seems I never click on. Wait, it was there? No, it was not there. Because this is the other widget. There is a bag. Ah, yes, look at that. Yeah, exactly. Is this. So we have the canvas, we have the background image, and we have the sketch widget. So it's exactly identical, right? Now... You see that I moved the sketch widget to the right? Oh no, because I wanted to move the text block actually. Yeah, but pretty much it's the same, man. It's the same. It's the same. And here we got it nearly done, and then we fixed more stuff, and at the end it was working, right? Yeah, it was the color conversion. But at the end it was working, so it was pretty much identical. So, and it seems that the setup is the same. The setup is the same. Yeah. I don't... the setup is the same. That is strange, guys. This is strange. Trying to understand how... yeah, the right click invokes the inspect menu. Yeah, so basically if I run and control the character with the right mouse button held, it invokes that menu and it stops rotation. Yeah, but why you have to run and click the right? I don't understand. Why you need to run and click with the right mouse? Because you are picking up something, or? So this seems, I don't know if it's the proportions, but I don't think the proportions are really making... I don't know if the proportions were making a difference or not, because in theory it takes only the... I mean, it should start from the sketch widget 00, right? And then determine the position. Let me try with another one, okay? Like this was 4 flower spline, so it's a fairly easy one, right? I'm trying to understand what is the problem, but this was a very simple one with just 4 lines, including color. Running with right mouse button held is the standard traversal mode in MMO. It locks the camera behind the player and makes it rotate with the mouse. Works in WoW, for example. I'm confused because I mean this is not how it works for us, right? If you hold the right mouse click, I mean you should just press C like the C camera, then press R for auto run, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. Just move the mouse. Press C and press R and move the mouse, and that's it. So you go like this and R, and that's it. I'm not touching the keyboard, right? I'm not touching the keyboard, and I rotate where I want. I'm only using the mouse at the moment, so why you need anything else? I don't know. You don't need to hold any buttons to move with the mouse. It's still wrong though. No need to RMB as the RMB has the advantage you maintain full control of the character in all axes. You didn't convince me. Press C and R and it's the same. You didn't convince me. Why is doing this? I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's... It looks like the coordinates are wrong. Is the ratio, is the video ratio that is... No, it's doing exactly the same. Okay, I will figure it out. I mean, it's very strange that it works in the... It works in our example, right? I mean, it works in the other project, and here it doesn't work, and the calculations in theory are identical. I mean, I can debug it again and see, but it's very strange. Unless the problem... I mean, one of the differences is that we are not using native construct anymore. We are using load sketch called after the construct, right? But I don't think that should really make a difference. It's hard to explain. Okay, maybe make a video. Maybe with a video would be more clear. Or the fact that it's not inside the native construct is not updating the spline properly anymore. We actually have the printout though. No? Adding one spline location 0 162. Direction 116, 176. Location 153, 155. Direction 184, 179. Because I remember we changed the way the spline was displayed. There was with you know absolute coordinates versus relative coordinates, right? So there was a thing. (162, 116, 176). So it was this thing, right? Where we had the tangent being not the second parameter, but I think that we fixed it a long time ago and it was actually working properly. So why now we should be back to the problem? That is kind of strange, huh? Maybe I did some change for a test and I forgot to revert it. But also the color is not showing. The color is not showing at all. Okay, guys, I think that that's enough. Anyway, we made it at least to carry on the code into our game and to ensure that when we right-click on a map, we see it here. Now, would have been nice if it was displayed exactly like in our example, right? But it seems it's not at the moment. So I will have to do some work to. I think I will reconstruct the example to be the same as our project, meaning I will move the plugin inside a project. It's actually fairly easy. I don't know, maybe I can do it now, but it's actually fairly easy because the only thing I have to do is to copy this plugin, because now it's clean, right? I have to copy this plugin under our drawing splines project, under plugins, and then it will be identical, right? And then it will be identical to our projects. But we will solve it. I think there should be no reason why it's not working, right? Should be no reason. The only one may be the only one may be wait a second, what is that? Wait, file open, sorry. Drawing splines, new window. The only thing that may mess up I didn't save it. What? I didn't save it? No, I saved it for sure. Okay, let me try one more time if I didn't save the fact it was moved, but I think it was moved. No, it was moved, it was moved. No, it was moved. There's no. Yum, 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 yum. So I think we can. I don't know if I want to do it now because I want to go, but I want to still play some stuff and then go. But I will try to understand why. And replicating it here would be the easiest, right? If we can replicate it in the sample project, I think it would be super easy. Okay guys, I think I'm going. So thank you for watching. If you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. Tomorrow I will stream in the afternoon. I still have to do a bit for the D&D session of the evening, because instead of today we will have it tomorrow evening, but we will still stream in the afternoon. Okay, maybe I will not go very late. I will go maximum up to 9 or so, but I will see you tomorrow and we will fix this, hopefully, so that we will have all the colors and everything in the new in the game. Good night, bye bye, see you.